it's a few issues. One of them is simply that the focus and the attention, all the resources dedicated to this internet concern, while maybe valid, really they should have a much higher priority of protecting children, victims of sex abuse, and preventing all the cover-ups. It's similar to like how a doctor is focusing his efforts on fixing someone's broken ankle when he's having a heart attack. It's a serious misplacement of priorities. Another concern is simply that the internet itself is what's brought a lot of the sex abuse concerns to the fore. That's what's made things public, that's what's revealed the molesters and brought a lot of the attention. 10 years ago, before the internet, there was no concern about sex abuse in that community, and now people are talking about it. So we feel that a lot of this anti-internet effort is really trying to stifle the discussion, trying to prevent these discussions from happening, and also simply because they feel it's a challenge to their authority.
Do you feel that the filtering technology that they're trying to employ will censor molestation awareness?
So,
content on the internet?
Well, one of the main avenues that's brought awareness of the sexual abuse issue is the blogs and a lot of the websites that discuss these things. And it's well known that the blogs are considered off limits just like porn is. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Failed Messiah has been specifically mentioned as one of these rechilas lashon hara things. And
are they censored on the filter?
Yes.
What about not promoting the blog?
I don't know all the specifics and all the details, but I know that Failed Messiah definitely had a screenshot of how his blog was blocked by one of the filters.
Actually, I wonder if HN is censored.
And I mean, whether or not it actually is filtered officially or not, it's just the concern is this is where this challenge to the establishment, to the rabbinic leadership is happening. People are discussing the scandals, they're discussing the corruption, they're discussing how unsatisfied they are with the leadership. All these things are a significant problem for the rabbinic authorities, and obviously they're going to want to do something, just like they want to be concerned about porn and they want to be concerned about heresy, and those things I understand from a religious person, even from any concerned parent, is a problem. But the challenge to the establishment and the status quo, allowing people to express their dissatisfaction with the leadership, is definitely a significant thing.
So you're more like piggybacking on their protest, since this is like the protest of the decade or the century even. So you're just using that as a platform to draw attention to something you believe is even more significant.
Well, I'm not a representative here of the community, so I can think. But I think there's two things. One, the internet itself that they're against is the thing that has brought the weirdness of abuse to the front. So by them being against the internet...
But they're not against the internet, they're only against the filtering. They're only against uncensored internet.
Okay, fine. They're against, actually they're against pretty much as they could get away with. The only thing that they're really okay with is business purposes. They're okay with people that are stuck and they need it for business. They're okay with people having business. They don't want people doing it for leisure. They don't want people browsing around, reading blogs. They don't want people anything. Just like they don't want to have New York Times or Time magazine in their house. They don't want the internet in their house. So
how does that tie in with the molestation issue, if at all?
So I'm saying, so the first thing I said was just to say we find this focus and attention and the resources and $3 million in speeches and everything on this issue when there's a much more pressing issue. That's just one issue that we want to like show this contrast. And the second thing is the internet itself is the avenue that has brought people to make them more aware, and by them trying to shut it down, it's us that it's this story that they're trying to shut down. It's this issue that they're trying to stifle. So it really is very related, I think.
All right. Thank you very much. And
welcome.
Thank you.